Okay, so hello. For some reason, my CapCut stopped working, so I can't record there now. So I have to switch to this, right? So, how is this current hacking time, or better yet, this issue with the hacking, you know? This is not a low scale. Real money got took. People were disturbed from their work, like Jinxie referred to, which shows in this clip.
Oh god, they were right. I'm level 211,000 with 2.1
Just to give you some reference here, I've been playing for 10 years and I'm level 1400. Like,
billion credits in renown. And this is actual currency I can use.
I want to see him use
And
it.
they added all of these rare skins. I got 3 glaciers, I got the dev skin, and the super rare clover charm. Really like hacked Ubisoft and Siege is being able to give every single account in the entire game 2.1 billion credits and some skins. That is a crazy amount of work, and they 100% did this because if you didn't know, Ubisoft is on holiday. Ubisoft always shuts down for
Yeah,
Christmas.
that's what I was gonna say. Whoever these hackers are like definitely a group of people, and they're definitely really fucking smart because Ubisoft barely works on the weekends. On top of that, they did this on a Saturday morning right after Christmas, like when no devs are in the office, which is fucking. I'm sorry, but genius. I don't know.
Oh,
So now, I think there's a lot of things in mind that we need to remember. Do you remember the group called Anonymous? Now, they were created around the same time as when the financial crisis was happening, and they blurred it all out. I mean, clearly they started way before time, around 2003, I believe, but they started making moves from small, the virus, I believe they created it. And then it was like a test. Who created the hello virus? People, when you associate virus, it's usually a bad thing, right? They didn't see it as bad because it's a ethical hacking. Like at that time, they were ahead of the game, you know. Let me see. They used GPS virus maker and then a misunderstanding of the hello world. So there is no documented like source of this thing, you know? So needless to say, Anonymous is a group. No figurehead, no nothing, they move with a purpose. Which we need because recent incidents, two of them right now before 2026 even start, is the AI misuse with Grok, character AI pushing kids to kill themselves, and like this R6, like it's affecting the gaming industry, it's affecting family lives, and now it's also affecting creators. OnlyFans right now is getting punished because they're hard to. It's a very sensitive topic. You know what I'm saying? So it's not as regulated as you think it will be. But in terms of like these are like people adapting to AI. And the misuse is only going to keep worse if there's no ethical AI there. Like report to admin if this user blah blah blah. They know they generate income from that. That's how X was. That's how Twitter was. Unfiltered content. Like if a person is a content creator, if a dude's a content creator, like clearly that's a platform that they can use. But now it's subject to misuse because the people that are there are gooners. You know? Like you can't just have a guy or have a girl naked and without their consent and think that's fine. That's that coincides with my idea of theft, you know? The idea of theft is to steal from another human being, regardless of what it is. Like stealing an idea, stealing a content, stealing, it's generally perceived bad because it's not yours, you know? Now it can escalate to, theft of life, theft of opportunities. Like those are things that are life changing. So the idea of theft to me is something that is not yours, but you took it. What right do you have to take it? Simple. But I'm going off track. It's just that's all connected with the all AI shit. Like I'm pretty sure that these group of hackers are probably young, guided by an adult. It's usually the people that know how to use AI have never touched it before. You can see the OpenAI hirings. You can see the ChatGPT family, then Anthropics, and a bunch of small startups that are now adapting to the time. Because for the longest in 2025, they all thought ChatGPT was bad. It's only bad depending on the user. If the user is using ChatGPT for the user experience, they call UX. In my opinion, UX means user experience. Now we went from UI to UX. And then now it's gonna all elevate because we are in a moving time. But this is very crucial. Stop misusing AI. If you wanna go look at fucking crazy shit, there's websites there. You know? It exists. As long as you're not doing anything bad. You know bad exists. For you to know that you're good, you need to know bad exists. And that's subject to whoever, whatever environment you grew up in. But in terms of anything else, like that's you. Like what you consider good and bad is very subjective. Like we're very different people. To you, what's considered bad, well, might be reasonable to me or to someone else. You had to do it. Someone had to understand you because you had to fuck up, which everyone fucks up. It's fine. But this is my first unraw, uncut video because I feel like I'm better with talking to people, but I'm not much of an editor. I'm not much of whatever. Like I like playing games. I like doing whatever. I like doing whatever like it's that interests me, like if I have passion for it, then it's not really working, you know? I'm not streaming. I know I'm not good at gaming to the point that I'll make enough. Like it's not a livable thing. But it's just something that I want to get the word out because people our age with the way AI is being used right now, like it's gonna be regulated by the time we're the ones on top. When I say on top, is mean like we're gonna be in management positions because that's the culture here. Age come with wisdom, and then wisdom comes with experience, and then blah 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 bullshit. That's why resumes exist. They need a background. They need to see how much you work for, like HR departments. They're all agencies. They all have a role, and it's fine. But AI to the point right now is like it makes people smarter, feel like they're smart. But if you're asking certain things about AI, like you're basically asking from your perspective. So that perspective will follow through. That's why multi LLMs, I don't understand why it's hard to create. It comes with experience because it's like AI's baseline literally tells you like I don't know. I guess the purpose of ChatGPT 5 is I'm assuming is to gain sentience. Now, it's not ominous. It is still reflecting, emulating, because you are just another reflection of who it is. It's not you, but on the eyes of the system administrator, it's you who's making those responses. So it's a back and forth. I don't know, but misuse is subjective and it's already showing signs from all industries. This is not a joke, obviously. But as long as you do it right, you're not wrong. Right by your terms, obviously. Like there is laws that prevent you from going overboard, you know? But it's really up to you. Okay? Well, talking for that long, it kind of overstimulates people with information. So, I ended up with a note that this is going to be my only uncut video for 2026 and 2025. I'm not going to be corny and say next year, but it's gonna be my final uncut videos. There's gonna be some background music and maybe some reference, but I need to improve on that aspect too. If I want to do social media or whatever. Since most of them are integrating anyways, and I keep paying for ads and I don't get engagement, so I really don't know like if I'm just wasting my money. But they did say it's up to the creator to be creative, so I do that part. But in terms of everything else, this is gonna be subjective. Um, Traveling, a bunch of knowledge that I've gained in my experience as I continue to learn, because everyone is not special. Like, bro, like, learn a skill or something. Like you adding shit to your resume was on the mercy of your employer. It's not really your choice. You sign up for a job because it pays for whatever you need it paid for, but you're too young to be thinking about that. Build your career so by the time you get up there, you have something that you took out of. You're not just a employee that grew up because of them. You grew up because of you. But it'll take real motherfuckers to understand that. That's why my shit is 18 plus. I do not need engagement. I just need the right people to hear me but the market is unforgiving right now. And that's all I'm gonna say.